Japan is well known for its booming success in the area of technology. It is famous for gaming, car manufacturing, robots, and much more.
The world's most famous games company is Nintendo, which is one of the most influential companies in the industry and Japan's third most valuable listed company with a market value of over $85 billion. As of the 31st of December 2012, Nintendo has sold over 651 million hardware units and 4 billion software units. Located in Kyoto, Japan, one of its most famous popular games is Mario.
Another thing Japan is famous for in the world of technology is robots. Japan has the most industrial robots, over 250,000, as an effort to reduce high labour costs and support further industrial mechanisation. Japan wants robotics to be for their 21st century economy what automobiles were for their 20th. Robots are also seen as a solution to the declining birth rate and shrinking workforce, a great problem of the Japanese society. Although the number of workers that a robot could replace varies on the type of industry, a robot may do the job for several workers and can provide an answer on the nation's declining workforce and will weigh heavily on future pension and healthcare programs. One example of a Japanese robot is Aibo, a commercial robotic dog manufactured by Sony Electronics.
Finally, Japan is also well known for its booming business in the car manufacturing industry. Examples of cars manufactured in Japan include Toyota and Nissan. Toyota is Japan's largest car manufacturer, with a whole city named after it. There are a total of 15 Toyota-owned factories in Japan. 12 of these are located in Toyota City, whilst the other 3 are located in Kyushu, Hokkaido, and northern Honshu. Because of all the factories, Toyota City is a very urbanized area. The company employs over 300,000 people per year and has an operating income of over 355 billion yen.
Lifestyle in Japan is very different to that in England. For instance, especially in big cities like Osaka, Nagoya, and Japan's capital city Tokyo, it is a very urbanized area and highly overpopulated. Therefore, the city roads are very busy and it is quicker to use public transport of railways and subways. Japanese public transport is characterized by its punctuality, its superb service, and the large crowds of people using it. Consequently, many residents do not own a car or do not even possess a driver's license. This is a very different story to England, where a car is pretty much an essential thing for everyone to get about.
Another difference between Japan and England is the level of education. Japanese students are known to be very hard-working and pushed by their parents to do well in school. On average, Japanese students receive 2 hours of homework a day, which increases dramatically as they move higher into the school. It is common to see a Japanese A-level student doing homework in restaurants, as it is the only time amongst all the extracurricular activities they do to complete it. Although this story can be said about some English students, the majority are nowhere near as motivated as the Japanese.
Finally, another difference between Japan and England is just how big it is. Japan is almost 3 times bigger than England at a total area of just over 377,000 square kilometres. Because of this, Japan's population is an awful lot bigger than England at just over 127,000 million people with a population density of 336 people per square kilometre, whilst England only has a population of just under 59 million people. But at the moment, it looks like Japan's population is declining, and it is expected that it will keep declining by about 1 million people every year in the coming decades, which will leave Japan with a population of only 87 million in 2060. This is because of falling birth rates and almost no net immigration, despite having one of the highest life expectancies in the world at 81 years of age. The population of England only looks to be increasing. Another striking thing about Japan is its culture and the food they eat.
The most popular and traditional food in Japan is sushi. There are many different types of sushi, such as vegetarian and fish. They can also be presented in many different ways. On average, a Japanese person eats curry at least 125 times a year. Rice, noodles and sushi are 3 of the most popular and widely eaten foods in Japan. Did you know that the average person eats more than 10 kilograms of rice in their lifetime? Fish sperm is a delicacy in Japan.
Although they wear what we consider to be normal clothes now, many years ago Japanese people used to wear traditional oriental clothing called kimonos.
Nowadays, the old traditional kimonos are only used on special occasions.
A kimono is a T-shaped, straight-line robe that falls to the ankles with a collar and sleeves that fall to the wrist. The robe is wrapped around the body and secured by a wide belt called an obi. There are styles of kimono for various occasions, ranging from extremely formal to very casual, although not casual to today's standards.
You wouldn't have expected to find this or this many years ago in Japan.
Never thought it hurt so bad, getting over you. You're giving me a heart attack, looking like you do. 'Cause you're all I ever wanted, thought you would be the one. And giving me a heart attack, getting over you.
That. Oh. Hang on, what bus in your dress? You wouldn't even... It's bumped it delicacy in your